Hi and welcome to the channel where we are storytelling and role-playing in Crusader Kings 3. This is my House Korp series where we are King Askel, an astute intellectual on his way to reforming our society into a feudal one. It's a role-playing, so I take the personality he's got from his traits and most importantly from the storytelling that I am building here into consideration when I make my choices. So it's not about being a great CK3 player, it's about being a storyteller, I suppose you can say. If you're new to the channel, there's really no short way to explain it. If you're curious, you'll just have to stick around and watch to see what this is about. And here we have, well, I ended the last episode with this message that Beofrit here of the populist uprising is demanding freedom and liberty for the Anglo-Saxon Catholics. I will not give them freedom until they are dead. Rally the troops. Oh, I do hate fighting these rebellions. What happened here? My raiders, they were raised. Did this unraise them? Probably, yeah, because I was about to... No, they are already down here. So I thought they were still in Holland, but I must have gotten down here fast then. Well, we shall have to send them back. This was unfortunate. I thought we were already here, ready to take them on. Yeah, let's call on our allies, because these rebellions, they are a nuisance, really. Here's Ulfkel in need of a wife. Yeah, he can marry this chieftess Ulfkel, and then he will be a chief. She's of House Sigurdur, so they are related, but they shouldn't be. They are less than cousins. Go marry chieftess Rikissa. So my spy master is revealing that someone is trying to murder. No, that my cousin Hugni is trying to murder this champion. I don't know exactly why he's doing this. He's an agent in this scheme. Well, expose him as an agent. And here is my daughter, Holmfrida, coming of age. She became an astute intellectual. Great. I wonder, since we now have... No, I cannot send women to the Varangian guard because the emperor there doesn't accept women. Right, so can we find her spouse then? Here's a bastard Prince of Aquitaine. He doesn't have any claims because he's a bastard. So can I legitimize him? Yeah, he's now a legitimized bastard. He still didn't get the claims though, probably because his father King Balder died before and he's not in my court, so there's not much I can do about him at the moment. But here was my daughter, yeah. She can marry this Virtanen man who has a lot of claims in Finland in a matrilineal marriage. Maybe get something from this at some point. And let's go beat down on these rebels. My ward, Duke Radwulf, has been impressed with one of the household champions for a very long time. And he is thinking, work hard and you can master everything. Indeed, the hard work will bring him what he wants. I would say he will become diligent. I find these rebellions often a nuisance because there are so many of them, and you will have to. It's just a nuisance to hunt them all down and beat on them. You will win, but and they pop up everywhere, and yeah, it's look at this, all those battles. Two battles going on here. It looks like we're winning them both. Oh, here is this. My grandson, the son of my murdered daughter Iliana. He is now a count in Frisia and he is inviting my daughter to his court and she will be there. And here's some domestic disputes. It's my concubine Ingfrider and my concubine Gerberge of House Korp. Ingfrider bursts into my room, fuming like a pot at boil. The heat coming off her is slightly intimidating. This is unacceptable. The way she Gerberge is such a fiend. Ingfrider motions furiously with her arms. Can't you do something? It is clear that something has gone down. I need to tread carefully. So Gerberge here and Ingfrider, they are not getting along. So I can try to suit the situation. I've only ever heard her say nice things about you. Or I can egg her on. You know, she did say something about your feet. Or I can say, I really don't care. Solve it. This is probably, the last one is probably most in line with the kind of person I've molded Askell into. He is shy, so he really don't like having to deal with these things. And I've also developed him into a person, since he is shy and an intellectual. He is living in his own head with theories and philosophy as such, and he doesn't understand these kinds of things. He thinks, why are you humans wasting energy on these petty squabbles? If you don't like each other, just leave each other alone. Maybe it's hard to leave each other alone if you're both concubines to the king. You kind of have to live at the same court, but surely they can go live at the opposite end of the castle or something. That's what he thinks anyway. So he would say, I really don't care, solve it. And this means that they are developing a rivalry here. And now I have this army here. Let's see if we can go beat down on the rebels there, and I will send the other half of the army, the better half, up here, because there they have almost 7,000 men fighting with and defeating my ally. It actually looks like this force there is a bit stronger than I thought, so it's not an easy win if I go engage them, so I should wait. But we are slaughtering down here in Kent at least. That's great. Some prisoners to ransom. My armies are now starving, that is not good. Here's another scheme at court. I really can't be bothered anymore. I really should go and pick up some supplies before we continue this campaign here. And this Duchess is inviting my son to her court. He can go there and meet with her. I think they should pick up supplies if they stand around in lands where the supply limit is good enough. You might be a king, but you're also an abhorrent scullion, says Pyri Virtanen. This is a good event when you have someone who is irritable and they burst out at you. It means that I lose some stress. Looks like there's gonna be that the rebels are going for a fight with my ally up here. So we should, at least my armies are not starving anymore, so we should send them there to try and reinforce. Because they have a lot of men, these rebels here. A secret exposed. My vassal Jarl Halfdan of House Yngling has had an extramarital affair with Svanhildr. Odin will judge these sinners. I'm not sure that Odin even thinks of this as a sin. Most of these religious events with marriage and such, they are based, I think, on the monotheistic religions like Catholicism and the Muslim faiths, where these extramarital affairs are looked harshly upon. But I don't think in our religion and culture up here that we have the same views. So and here's my son Tyke, who shall go meet some peers at the court there. There wasn't a battle, So we shall go and fight them there instead. We are on the march here, so let's go fight them. It's a big battle of Northampton. It's really big battle. Our ally came to assist, which was good. Oh no, my poor wife has cancer. Poor Tuari. I fear this is the end. Only a miracle can save her. And here is my court physician, Torun. The time has come for drastic measures, I will say. Torun, she has proven before she cured one of my sons from typhus that she can accomplish these miracles, so hopefully she can do this again. Oh, she is really a great court physician here, Torun. She she didn't cure my wife of cancer, but her treatment was a success and she got greatly reduced disease symptoms. I will send her a gift for this, 16 gold, that's the least you deserve, Torun. And here is another child born to my son and heir and his lovely wife, Voislava. It's Ragnhilda, may you grow strong and wise. And here is a scandal with my niece, Jarl Björg. Everyone thought that her concubine Hugni was the father of the child. Now it has become clear that the real father to be is none other than Duke Claes. So she is having an affair with this Duke Claes here. But when I reformed the fate a couple of episodes back, I was speculating in whether women, since we now have equality between the genders and women are accepted as rulers, whether they also could have concubines, and they definitely can. I think that, if I remember correctly, when the game first was released, this wasn't the case. You could do the equality between gender law and have it so that your rulers could have concubines, but women still couldn't. But now they can, and this is a good thing. But apparently, her husband is just a child, so maybe that's why she's having an affair with this young man here. Jarl Björg Freysdotter, she's the daughter of my brother. Alright. And she is ruling in Norway, my grandmother's home jarldom of Gulathingslag. It's where our first queen came from. So this is something of a scandal, I suppose, but the king, he really doesn't care about these things. And a new perk for my stewardship lifestyle. It is good. Let's go for this. And since we're not raiding anymore, let's re-equip this King Askel's dagger here. Oh, this war was enough to win the war, because he has no armies left. What's this then? Since we're here and this army is hostile, let's go beat down on them before we make peace. My spymaster has news that my vassal Jarl Urval is plotting against my friend Vemundur. That's not good of you. You shall leave my friend and distant relative alone. I wonder, this is a raiding party here. See if we can hunt them down and take back whatever loot they are carrying. There we are. So, it's a tedium fighting rebels. And especially, I always whine about this supply mechanic, and I always say that I understand why they have the supply mechanic, but it's still so soul-quenching to, click on an army here and split them up and place them where they have enough supplies. I accept that it is in the game, but that being said, I don't have to enjoy it. But now we will enforce our demands here and imprison these people. Right, that's a good win for us. And let's stand our armies down. Good. And we have a lot of things up here. Here are some more. These Dutch Catholics here, they would probably rise up as well. Right. I can found a holy order. That's interesting. Because we had the holy order for our old Asatrue. But here I can found them, and it says that they will be located in Pool. Probably somewhere here. Yeah, the city of Pool here. This is held by this Major Gunhildur, who was in an event a couple of episodes back. Shall I give them this barony instead? It will cost me, but it could be good to have this holy order around. It will cost me a lot of gold. But now we have this holy order, and we can call upon them whenever we are fighting some enemies of a different fate, so that's good. So I captured this Duke of Holland here. Here's this house, Accra here, they have been causing troubles, so I could revoke his jarldom from him, and I could potentially then give this to my family. Yeah, I think that is fitting punishment for him taking part in this rebellion, that I revoke this from him. I cannot revoke his other jarldom because that would be an act of tyranny, so the game considers it so that revoking one jarldom, that is punishment enough. But maybe I could... what happens if I banish him? Well, let's try to banish him. See, probably he will lose his other titles as well then. And as for this man, he has... I can ransom him for 100 gold, but he has 925. So what if I cannot banish him, but he doesn't have any heirs? So maybe if I execute him, I will inherit his gold. I'm not sure if this is how it works, but since he has no heirs and he has all this gold, it's worth trying. We'll keep an eye on the number up there. There was no sudden increase in gold, so maybe when I run the game, but maybe I just lost myself 100 gold here. And here is another duke who rebelled against me, so I will revoke his duchy here, and he will not accept being released in exchange for conversion, so that is, he can just stay in prison then. I now have holdings above the main limit, and this is, I think Jarl Örvar here of Utrecht is the line of Auder. Yes, he is. Auder was the favorite daughter of our first character, and she has been important in the storytelling, and I've got a grandchild named after her. So this is kind of the house, the strongest line of our house down in Frisia, so I shall give him lands and titles down here. Let's give him the Jarldom of Holland that I revoked from this Accra Duke. Right, there you go. He hasn't been able to build much strength from his rather significant holdings down here. Now he has 2 Jarldoms, so he should be able to do something with this. And then down here in England we have now this holding here. So let's give this maybe to this daughter here who recently came of age, or maybe to Gyda. She is gonna inherit the Kingdom of England as it stands now, and when she does, I want her to be in a strong enough position that she can keep this. So I will give her some more lands. Well, yeah, I will give her this Jarldom, and this will mean she will have 2 Jarldoms to her name. It might cause her some trouble being a ruler over people who doesn't like her, but there you go, Gyda. Right, and with this realm management here done, I think this will have to be enough for today's episode. I am trying to upload my Korp series on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and my Fate of Iberia Let's Play role-playing storytelling on Saturdays. If you want to encourage me to continue my storytelling for YouTube, consider subscribing, liking, or leaving a nice comment in my comment section. Thank you for watching today. I hope I see you soon. Goodbye.